Donald Trump's recent comments on NATO troops in Afghanistan have sparked widespread outrage across Europe, particularly in the United Kingdom and Poland. His assertions made during a recent interview have been met with sharp condemnation from political leaders, military officials, and families of fallen soldiers. During an interview with the conservative network Fox News, former U.S. President Donald Trump reiterated his long-held belief that the United States never truly needed the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. He further stirred controversy by claiming that while other NATO nations did send troops to Afghanistan following the September 11th, 2001 terror attacks, these forces remained a little behind the front lines, somewhat off the front lines. These comments have been deemed so insulting, so hard to endure by the mother of a British veteran. A spokesperson for Prime Minister Keir Starmer stated that the former president had wrongly downplayed the crucial role of NATO troops. They emphasized that 457 Britons lost their lives during these deployments, with their sacrifice and that of other NATO forces being made in service of collective security and as a direct response to an attack on a close ally. British Defence Minister John Healey echoed these sentiments, reminding the public that Great Britain and its NATO allies answered the United States' call. He affirmed that over 450 British soldiers perished in Afghanistan, stating, "These British troops should be remembered for what they were, heroes who gave their lives in service of our nation." The British Health Minister, Stephen Kinnock, characterized Trump's remarks as deeply disappointing and clearly false during an appearance on Sky News. Emily Thornberry, the Labour chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee in the British House of Commons, went further, calling the comments far more than a mistake and an absolute insult to the bereaved families. Conservative Member of Parliament Ben Obese-Jekti, a former British Army captain, expressed his sadness that the sacrifice of our nation and that of our NATO partners is so little valued by the President of the United States. It is important to recall that following the Islamist terror attacks on September 11th, 2001, the United States invoked Article 5 of the NATO Treaty. This activation, which calls for mutual defense, was the first and only time in NATO's history that such a collective defense clause was triggered. It led to nations like Germany, the United Kingdom, and others joining the war against the Taliban and the Al-Qaeda terrorist organization. Donald Trump's statements also met with strong disapproval in the European Union and NATO member state of Poland. Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz underscored the sacrifice of Polish soldiers who gave their lives in Afghanistan and Iraq for international security. He asserted that this sacrifice will never be forgotten and must not be denigrated. General Roman Polko, who served in both Afghanistan and Iraq, appeared on the broadcaster TVN24 to provide a poignant reminder of the human cost. He stated that 43 Polish soldiers and one civilian employee of the Polish army died during the Afghanistan mission, with an additional 22 Polish soldiers falling in Iraq. General Polko affirmed, "And of course we were on the front lines." He also stressed the equal importance of those in supporting roles, stating, "But those in the second line, doctors, logisticians, are no less important." In a pointed remark, General Polko addressed veterans directly, saying, "Dear veterans, do not be insulted by a man who dodged military service because of a heel spur," a clear allusion to Trump's actions during the Vietnam War. The unified and forceful rejection of Donald Trump's remarks by key NATO allies underscores the deep respect and remembrance for the sacrifices made by their service members. The international community continues to grapple with the implications of such statements on alliance solidarity and historical narratives. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.